I had already gone through a separation and was in the midst of a very ugly divorce that, quite frankly, was all about the money. And needing to come to some healthy terms with that. And so much of what I got from Brie and her program was really just helping me to change my way of thinking and have a healthier kind of outlook and approach to what I wanted to do differently once I finally got through that divorce and had the rest of my life to look forward to. And, how would I change my ways so I didn't attract the same thing? And so it was pivotal. It was a game changer for me just in my mental health. And also I feel like what I attracted to myself as far as the energy and the positivity and, gratefulness for some very unknown things. And when you're in the hands of perfect strangers, judges and attorneys, it's an uncomfortable feeling. So I personally feel like the work that I did with her and self-awareness and is really pivotal in kind of where I landed, which was ultimately winning. I will call it winning because it was that kind of ugly that we went to court and it took over 2 years to finally get it taken care of. But I will say there were a couple things that she tuned me to, and recognizing that I have had this sort of addiction to the problem, the turmoil, the issues. Her one-on-ones with me of really pointing that out and recognizing that it's not a bad thing to exercise the feminine energy. That was pivotal as well. I used to be known to say needy women finish first because I would recognize that positive feminine energy as just being weak and needy and whiny, and then they always end up getting stuff. Recognizing the positive influence of that, not only in my personal work life, but also in relationships. And I can, recognize that was a huge gap in my 23-year marriage and not a gap I want to repeat when I go forward. So that was big. And then, of course, the last thing would just be, I could almost cry right now just thinking about how beat up I was, yet her work got me to a frame of mind where it was like I was going to win no matter what. I was going to be okay no matter what came out of that. And she helped me through those thoughts that just made me okay with whatever the outcome would be. And I think with that, I had a positive energy that probably, I have to believe, just also drew more positivity towards me. As hard as it is, you have to focus on the negatives in a divorce. I was able to stay above water and able to stay the person that I respect and not get into such an ugly person that, is very tempting when you're, being slandered and, being said these things. So that was pivotal for me. For me, it was all about Brie. And I would just say, just try one visit with her.